Hello guys, Zaler Avon here. Thank you for joining us back here at Paper Mario. We are in the dry desert, of course. We are going to be finding how to get into Dry Ruins by finding Mr. Moustafa. And we will need to do that by buying some items here in a certain order. By the way, all the items in here are awful. They're god-awful. It's like walking into, I don't know, Family Dollar. What store to make fun of? Family Dollar's not that bad. Anyway, you just have to, I'm going to do some item management here and store some stuff and maybe sell some stuff. I'm not sure. Anyway, and you buy items and then he tells you something, you trigger something. It's going to be fantastic. Anyway, I have a couple things I meant to talk about last video. Well, one thing I meant to talk about last video. You know, Waka, because he's an interesting character. Of course, he's basically a blue mole. I don't know if he's related to Monty moles, but that'd be weird. They're very rare, of course, because they're always hunted for those bumps. It's like... Mario's a monster. Anyway, hit him 8 times, he disappears, of course. And he reappears in Thousand Year Door. And, you know, same basic way. In Keel Hall Key. That's what I meant to say. Key Hall Keys. Oh, I'm so stupid. And he also is in Super Paper Mario. And of course, at the end, there's like a female character mourning him when he's lost. And there's a capture card for him that basically says, "How could you sleep at night?" And hey, Chuck Quizbo, how do you going? We're gonna go for another one of his quizzes. How many of his quizzes have I had now? Is this the second one, the first, the third one? Not the first one, certainly. And oh, so hard. Definitely the red one. Obviously, it's the yellow one. The gray ones we will be able to open soon. Not soon. I don't know. Just kidding, I know. Or am I? Who knows? And yeah, that was the second question. So long, farewell, until we meet again. Adieu. Oh god. Oh, why am I making that reference? You could thank my stepmother for that one. She loves that movie. I think it's called The Sound of Silence or something. I saw those kids singing, and I probably got it stuck in your heads. You all probably hate me, but that's okay. That's fine. Cooper. He fell off the building! This just in. Blue Show Koopa seen throwing himself off a building. He met a tragic death. He was heard screaming, "Sheik. Zelda? Zelda's under that? Zelda's a mouse now. Anyway. Blue Show Koopa was seen screaming, "I can't take it anymore. I've killed so many of my own kind in Chapter 1. I can never forgive myself. Goodbye, cruel world." Hey, look, it's Moustafa. Oh, who'da thunk? Who'da thunk it? Genuinely, yes. Fruit giving means I am a genuinely nice person. That's all you need to judge my character. Instant trust after the reception of fruit. Of course. Wonderful. The best idea. And he's going on about how he wants to give us the way in to the Dry Ruins to get out those evildoers who have infested its caverns, or I should say halls, I suppose. It's not really a cave, although it is underground, but we bring that up. So we've gone from plumbing to golfing to medicine, and now Mario is going to be an exterminator. Well, what do you know? This is a little hint to find stuff in the desert. As I said, we're not going to get into the ruins in this video. What we're going to be doing is searching around and finding all the cool little hidden items and badges that are in the desert. We already found the super block at the Oasis. I do remember that much. Because these videos are blending together. I edit them in chunks and I go to do commentary. I mix up which is which. This guy also gives us, in addition to that wall thing, I think 3 or 4 clues. And he's telling us about whirlwinds. There's one specific whirlwind that you need to let take you in order to get a badge. And that's in a very specific location. I'm not sure if it's him who mentions it or the wall that mentions it. But either way, if you find that whirlwind and you get taken by it, you land on a really high plateau that you wouldn't have been able to otherwise. And if you read the hint, it's really obvious which it is. You read all the hints, you'll figure out which one it is, because it actually references a whirlwind. And we're gonna deliver some mail to Traveling Nomada Mouse, who apparently doesn't have a name. And since we named since we named Colorado's wife, and I've even forgot her name now, we might as well name this poor nameless guy, Jeff. There we go. Jeff from the Star Wars GQ. Giving you the name of this mouse here. Wear it with pride, boy. Wear it with pride. This nomad mouse just takes out a double saber. Maul's double saber, just starts whacking me with it. Yeah, of course he does. By the way, if you didn't watch my GQ, all of this is meaningless. Because I played Star Wars Battlefront 2 and I had a guest. Good old Jeff. We had the two gingers battling over the galaxy. And now that we've delivered this letter, he's giving us a star piece, and that's wonderful. And that stone is going to start pulsing the closer we get to the ruins. And this is me literally like an idiot, not meaning to get caught by the whirlwind. But hey, I might as well show off what it does. And it basically takes you to a pre-programmed place. Seems random to you, but it's not. In the desert. And look, it literally brought me right back to just above where I was in the first place. So that was pretty cool. I thought I might as well show that off. So it didn't really take me that far. But, so we're gonna go to the stone cactus here. And that is a... what do you call it? Because the hint uses that as a reference point. So you start there and you go certain degrees south, certain degrees east or west, and you find the things that the hint were trying to give to you. Hey, what do you know? And right now I'm just avoiding these pokies, and I'm going east. I had to think for a second because I'm an idiot. Or no, I'm just checking that cactus for items. No, I'm going east. Here we are. Again, I recorded this so long ago, I might as well be watching it for the first time. And this is apparently the whirlwind you need to take to get on top of that plateau. Spin attack badge. It's of medium use, depending on your taste. I prefer to fight everyone until they literally... Well, I guess that one is actually for enemies that don't give you experience anymore, isn't it? At that point, I just try to avoid them. You know, don't want to waste BP for something like that. Stopwatch is a very good time stop item. It basically, think Sleepy Sheep-like, but not bad. It's actually better, in my opinion. And this is me switching badges so I have a little faster spin so I can go through this desert. Anyway, off-screen, I went through the entire desert. I'm not going to show that. I also fought every single enemy in the desert and destroyed every single enemy. I'm not going to show that because that would be tedious to watch. But I'm going to cut back and forth between me getting all the items. And actually, I'm going to show maybe a couple fights that were kind of fun to watch. It's a matter of perspective, of course, but fun for me anyway. Or where I thought goofy little things happened. See, I'm cutting out all these. Just bumping into them. And I believe I'm going to the next spot that one of the hints told us to go in order to get a badge. Now, usually if you jump on these rocks, there's probably something above them invisible. And since I left this footage in, of course, the attack effects C badge was right ahead of me all the time. I'm going to show off the noise for a little bit, then I'm going to turn it off because it's going to annoy me. Okay, I put that little tooltip there. It wasn't easy to see, but basically the guy came really close to touching me, but I just walked past him. He looked like a tool, so I was going to make fun of him. So there you go. Money just lying around the desert. These bandits are bad at their job because they could. That money was literally right in their home. Their home. What do you hexagon? What do I call it? And they didn't. They never grabbed it. They just left it for the dumb plumber wandering around in long sleeves through a desert to find. Isn't that great, Mario? Come on, man. Really, overalls? Don't you have a pair of shorts and a t-shirt? Jesus, man. What are you doing? Colorado is wearing a kerchief around his neck. Oh, this is just a little bit of the genie doing the work, so you can see what happens. Increased my attack power. I didn't really need it, but hey, I'm not complaining. Attack of 5. That increased my attack by 3. At this point in the game, that's kind of a lot. Excuse my ankle cracking. And look, oh boy, a Thunder Rage. Wonderful. You can look up maps for where all these items are, but I figure this might also show some of them. And I know I didn't really give you a good way. Ooh! Okay, so this block is very special. You thought we were done? You were wrong. Because actually... Oh, that guy's so annoying. He got in my way. But at least I could show off how I can kill all these guys with one go. Now the Koopa has an attack power of 3. And I use the attack power of 2 with Mario. And clear them all at one turn. But they're annoying because they got in the middle of me doing a very important thing. So basically what happens is you smash this block a certain number of times. You keep smashing it, and then after you get the mushroom you think, oh, that's it. But no, you can get a super block and an ultra block. And here's where it gets really fun. If you hit this block for, and I'm not kidding you, I'm totally serious, 416 years, you will crash the game. And I know you're thinking, by the way, I have an Ultra Shroom, 50 HP, best healing item in the game, until I'm able to combine it with the best FP healing item in the game, of course, which I will be able to do. This is me showing how I abuse refresh and focus while I kill all these guys, in order to keep my health up forever while in the desert. It's really fun. You just basically, you get one guy alone by himself, right? I'm not sure I do it exactly this way here, but this is what you do in general. Or even, heck, two of them since I have damage dodge on. Eventually I do take it off because I feel like I'm being a little too cheap and I'm killing these guys a little too easily, but... And you literally just keep refreshing and charging up your refresh again so that you can heal yourself indefinitely during battle. Because if you keep blocking, you have damage dodge on. They're doing nothing on every turn. Close but no cigar on that level up. Whoa. Cooper stuck in spinning. Whoa. Must be getting dizzy. About to throw up his lunch. And this is me getting the power up finally. Or I should say level up. And of course, putting it right to FP because I fucked up and FP is running a little bit behind. Anyway, as I was saying about that 416 block, and I got tired of attack effects badge and did some more badge managing. Decided to take off damage dodge because I felt like I was being a wuss. The 416 year block, someone sped up the game or somehow so that they were able to hit it for 416 years while, you know, not actually having to spend 416 years because that's kind of impossible, just a little bit. Get rid of that stupid fright jar. Useless, nope. If it doesn't get me experience, I'm not a fan, you know what I mean? Just spiting that Pokey. And getting the items in this little quintet. Yes, that's the word I had to think for a second. Almost said quintuple. That would make no sense. And I decided to show this fight for some reason. Mostly because I was just killing them all in one fell swoop, I guess. And I said, hey, let's show off my manly hammer muscles and my, you know, my shell muscles, I guess. I don't think shells have muscles, but for the sake of this commentary, I now call it canon. Koopas have muscles in their shells. That's why they hit so hard, of course. And this Pokey literally bringing them down to one little stub. Isn't that fun? I just thought that was a little fun little detail to show off. That guy doing that. I don't know if I've shown it yet. I hopefully have. Pokies can call in reinforcements. Like, they bring in another Pokey as it moves for a turn. Sometimes they do that. And I swear, I hope I was recording it. But there was one time... I'm gonna drink this honey syrup and grab that maple syrup. Huh? Efficiency. There was one time where this fucker wouldn't stop. I would bring in one clone. He would bring in a clone, right? And I didn't want to use FP, so I'd, like, kill him in the single one that he brought back in one turn. And I'd go... And then he would bring back another one. And it just went for, like, 5 turns. Found a little badge, by the way, in that little hidden spot. We level up again in this godforsaken desert. I don't remember what I do. Oh, more FP. Make it even full of health because it was bugging me. Although now I suppose I'm a little bit lower on the badges. And hey, our wonderful witch lady giving us some much needed help. Doubling our star points. That's my favorite kind of witch help. I'll tell you that. And there's a bunch of bricks lying around here. I think I've been talking a little bit softly. I'm going to try to project my voice a little bit more. I've been noticing in the recording. It's a little soft. Come on. There we go. Give me the money. You know, in the first Super Mario game, those bricks were toads. Like, the Koopalings the Koopas, Bowser, had turned the toads into bricks, and when you broke them, you're basically just killing toads. I wonder if that's also true in this universe. Oh, that's quite morbid. Oh my god, that's a lot of Pokies. Jesus. Alright, we're gonna kill them all. Look, I'm gonna cut out all the fighting, or most of it. Here we go. We're just gonna take them all out. It looks impossible, but trust me, it was not. Especially with my little refresh trick. You know, yeah, well, except I don't have damage dodge on anymore. Well, still, if you have one by himself, you know, it takes him 5 turns to undo the HP healing that you did. And by that time, you could refresh a couple times and recharge, you know. So basically, it's like infinite healing. You know what I mean? If you use damage dodge, it doesn't matter because they can't hurt you at all. You just, you know, you refresh, charge, 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 refresh. And they're not doing anything to you because if you block, you 0 damage, you know. That's how you do it. That's how you... Oh, and in that fight that I cut out, I used an item. That's why I had room for that dried fruit now. Run circles around these guys. Picking up millions of dried fruits. Thousands. You know, when I went to do recipes, I needed a dried fruit. I swear, I was going through the desert for like 20 minutes, and dried fruits just weren't showing up. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? they're coming out like candy when I was actually doing the desert. There's a fire flower behind that cactus for some reason. There's another place full of bricks. I guess this is classic desert decor. Love how I'm just ignoring that pulsar stone altogether. It was kind of annoying when I was doing... No, actually... Oh yeah, it was, because I would have been playing with sound. Yes. It's only when I do live commentary that I can't actually listen at the same time. It's kind of the downside. That is a live stream. That is a very, very important item. If you die in a battle, you know, right before game over comes, you get revived with 10 HP, so you don't die. It's like I don't know, like a Horcrux. It's like a Horcrux, okay? Except a little bit different, a tad different. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed me getting all those items in the desert. I'm sorry for the really slow commentary. This is the last time I do commentary this late when I'm this sleepy. I will see you all next time. And just for you guys, because I care, since I didn't show it before, here's some footage of a Pokey bringing in reinforcements. At least I don't think I've brought it in before. There you are. See ya.